Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League with Yawgmoth Yorion. I made one small change to the deck since last time. I took out a Blooming Marsh and added in another Temple Garden, but with hindsight, what I should have done, instead of the Temple Garden, I should have put in an Indatha Triome, the Abzan Triome land. Oh, I don't like this hand, especially on the draw. I might have been interested in keeping this hand on the play, but on the draw, not so much. This is better. Maybe we should have just got rid of the Yogg there. No, we don't have anything to evolve into the Yogg. They're going to be looking at our top card, seeing, like Yawgmoth or something, seeing Yorion as the companion. What? See your Ragavan? I will play a young wolf. That's the second black mana we need for Yawgmoth. Oh, they have Prismatic Ending for the wolf. So they're going to be able to connect with Ragavan here. Pulling a young wolf off the top of our deck. You going to cast that, opponent? I would have. No fear for the monkey. Oh my. That needs to die. I'm wondering if we put a counter on the Monastery Mentor here. Maybe we just kill the Ragavan. Maybe we just pass. I think we probably just pass here. We can block here and kill the Ragavan with the Yawgmoth ability. But they're going to potentially get a bunch of monks, and that's scary. If we could just keep our board and draw Hapatra, we're laughing. No, we're not going to have any fun here. No fun can be had this game. Endurance off the top? Too bad. Yeah, I think we're just dead. We can't come back from this. It's too much. Alright, we're up against some sort of Jeskai deck. Plague Engineer. Maybe Thrun? Been a while since I played with Plague Engineer. Good enough. Turn to Grist, potentially. These lands are going to be hurting us, though, especially if we want this Geralf's Messenger. Oh, Cradle of Growth is interesting. Turn to Grist. Got a pretty good hand here if we can find Yawg. Oh no, we milled the Plague Engineer? Oh, that's rough. We had like 71 cards in the deck, and that was one I definitely did not want to mill. Oh well. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. We're getting there. Getting there. We can play Geralf's Messenger. And then Eldritch Evolution the Messenger into Yawg on the next turn. We have 4 mana. So yeah, we can only one spell. Yawgmoth, hello? If Plague Engineer was still on the deck, I might consider actually going for that, but that is not an option here. Let's go get a swamp. Looks like they've got Counterspell. I might just want to kill this Darcy instead. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably going to attack with Insect and then tick down Grist. Unless, of course, the Darcy turns into a 3/3. It will not. Card on top. Alright, so we get to attack first. Take 2. And then we'll kill your Darcy. Unholy Heat kills our Grist. Do you have a land drop? Yeah, you do. Holding up Counterspell, looks like. So yeah, if they counterspell this, we're going to turn this Hierarch into another Grist. Okay, so they've got an expressive iteration. All right, what are they going to reveal? A mountain. Scary. Okay, another Temple Garden means we can cast the Yorion. Not going to be able to get too much value out of it, unfortunately. Oh, that thing has to die. So if I use Grist to kill the Mentor, which I'm pretty sure I have to do, the only thing I have left on the board at that point is Yorion. Unfortunate. Well, they have more cards in hand than we do. Our one creature is better than theirs. Seriously? Okay. Well, now we're in all kinds of trouble because we've got nothing left. So let's hope for some good cards off the top of the deck, huh? Come on, Yawgmoth. Oh, this could be big trouble. Here comes a Murktide. No, Serum Visions. Okay, that's a surprise. Why weren't they casting all of these before the combat step? So they could have gotten more damage. Oh, well, I mean, it's not like I play perfectly, so... Alright, where are you putting your cards, friend? Tops, bottoms, one top, one bottom. That is not what I would classify as a good card in this situation. And with them having a scry to the top from last turn, I am terrified of what they could have here. Oh my, Underworld Breach. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah. That's really good. So they could, like, play Darcy Darcy. They could play the Mishra's Bauble after playing Darcy Darcy. And then maybe, like, Serum Visions or a Consider. Maybe they want to go for Iteration. I don't know. Their cup runneth over. This is awesome for them. I think we're about to lose this game, but I'd definitely like to see what decisions they make, so we're going to let that play out. You know, I'm not a fan of this play. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they do have Bauble as well, so this is actually a fine. I mean, I would have liked Darcy Darcy have a pair of 3/3 flyers, but maybe they took a look and they weren't able to keep Delirium if they brought that many cards back. Because, like, at this point, with Monastery Mentor, they can just go bauble, bauble, bauble and make a bunch of humans, so that's actually really good. I'm just trying to think if there's any way we can get through this at this point. I think we need two cards in order to be able to get through this, right? Like we block the monk here, and then we need Yawgmoth and Hapatra in order to be able to do anything. So we just don't have enough. And they get to draw four cards. That's so wild. Oh, that's cool. We get land? Oh, we get Yawgmoth. We got one of the things that we needed. But I think with them drawing the four cards there, we're just dead. They're gonna have enough to be able to kill us, right? We don't have double black because we don't have Urborg. If we had Urborg, I'd actually kill the Monastery Mentor, but I think these things here would still kill us. Not not a great hand on the draw here. We don't do anything turn one, but then turn two, three, and four are quite good. I'm gonna risk it. Hey, you too. Good luck with your games today. Oh wow, they left on top with the Darcy there. Another Yawgmoth. We got enough Yawgmoths, deck. Never enough Yawgmoths. What are you talking about? good. I didn't have 6 there. Looks like they might just be holding up counter magic for our turn 2 play. We have a Twilight Mire. Let's go get Temple Garden. And Counterspell. So they got 3 card types in the graveyard currently. This thing is about to level up into a 3/3. And yeah, it's going to be a 3/3 now. Expressive Iteration being a sorcery gives the opponent Delirium. Spire Bluff is the exiled land. Seems like a good one. And we get a Young Wolf. Not the best timing there, Young Wolf. Ooh, Unholy Heat killing the Grist. So we're just going to have an insect left over. Opponent has taken us to the cleaners here. Well, that's what I get for keeping a mediocre hand, I guess. But it's starting to look like I'm only going to have 1 league for YouTube. Oh, the classic double fake with Darcy. I've done that. Wow, that's a problem. That's a big, big problem. They have 3 card types again, so if this thing gets some Delirium, we're dead. We can play Boseiju, play Yawgmoth, kill the Darcy, and then we go to 3, and maybe we can set up a kill. I mean, it is our best chance. Oh, if they have an instant. If they have an instant, our plan is no good. Ah. They don't have an instant. Cool. So we get to survive for 1 turn. maybe. They could, easily have something else that kills us. Lightning bolt, what have you. They do, after all, have 4 cards in hand. There it is. Let me think. Let's bring in some endurance. Bring in Scavenging Ooze. Take out some Eldritch Evolutions. This hand is no good. We're going to have to mulligan it. This hand is keepable. I'm not happy with it, though. Eldritch Evolution versus the Counterspell deck. Bolt the Bird. Classic play. I guess we'll go for a call. What do we call for? Wall of Roots? Get a Yawgmoth. Well, let's go for the play here. Wall of Roots into Yawgmoth. See if they want to counterspell Wall of Roots. Nope. Wall of Roots not worth a counterspell. Hey there, Edoxy. We had a really fun league. First league ended up going 3-2, played some interesting rounds of Magic. Made a small adjustment. I think the deck is running a little bit smoother now, but we're not having much luck today, or for this league so far. Another call. I don't want to go for the evolution here. Like, if they have counter magic, it's so bad. Then again, like, sacrificing the Yawgmoth to get Grist isn't that bad. We can do that. Let's attack first, then. Spell Pierce? You kept in Spell Pierce versus us? Well, I guess it pays off. I mean, we do have a few spells they can counter with Spell Pierce. Eldritch Evolution, Eladamri's Call, and Chord of Calling. But it doesn't work against Grist. Oh no, they're just going to play a Murktide and hold up Counterspell here. This card is so good. And our draws are so bad. It's turn 5. We've missed 3 land drops. I don't know if we can even, like, try to come back at this point. I think I'd rather just go to another game. Jeez. Alright, I think this hand is good enough on the play. On the draw, I don't think I would keep it, but on the play we get turn 2 Wall of Roots, turn 3 Yawgmoth. Good enough. Sacred Foundry, is this burn? It's burn. Alright, Goblin Guard, are you going to draw me a card? No, but that is a card I'm able to play. Colorless. Green. Wall of Roots into Young Wolf. Hey, Dirty One. Interesting question. There's a couple things. First off, we get access to a companion, so 3 mana draw a card. That's relevant. Also, you know, like, we are able to still keep a fairly consistent level of searching and having undying creatures. So I don't think the ratio has changed too much. But mostly, the biggest reason is just a bit of variability. You know, I just wanted a change because I play Yawgmoth a lot. You know, it's the deck that I play the most. So I like to experiment a little bit, and I've seen some other people playing the Yorion list, so I decided, me too. I want to do this as well. Just realizing that, yeah. Okay, do we get a land this time? We do. Don't really want to lose the Wall of Roots, the Searing Blaze here. Yeah, Dirty One. It's not that I think that the list is better. It's just that, you know, I wanted to try it. I'm gonna block with a Young Wolf here. I don't want to lose my Wall of Roots to Searing Blaze. Sure, that's fine. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go Wooded Foothills, get basic forest, play Yawgmoth pass. I want to keep the Boseiju available to potentially kill a Eidolon. Another land drop. Swift Spear, so we got something to block with Yawgmoth. And now we don't have to worry about Searing Blaze. Because if I was going to block the Goblin Guide, Searing Blaze could kill the Yawg. Oh, wow. Okay. That is actually kind of scary. Oh, wow. That's a lot of critters, huh? I think I actually blocked 2 Goblin Guides here. Just to take less damage, right? What's on top? Call. Okay. Go to blocks. Yeah, no kidding, right? Engineered explosives here would be wicked. Well, we have Chord of Calling for 3. So we could go get Night of Autumn. I want to get white mana for the call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I just play Boseiju then? Because I wanted to use the Chord of Calling right now, while they don't have access to Skullcrack. No, no Necroplasm. That was a card that was on my radar, but it is not in the list. Okay, they're coming in with critters again, so let's go to blocks. We have another Vorapede on top. All right, block here, block here. Okay. Once again, Yawgmoth is immune to, or not immune to, but does not die to Searing Blaze. What is this? Boros Charm? 4 damage to me, okay. So I'm not going to be able to kill their Swift Spear unless I sacrifice a thing. I don't really want to sacrifice a thing. I want to cast this Vorapede. Not sure if I'm going to be able to crack this fetch. Maybe I should have played the Blooming Marsh. I do want white mana, though. I mean, Scavenging Ooze is still in the deck, so maybe, yeah, it might be fine to go to 9. Because we can go get Skoos. One, two, get Skoos. 1, 2, play Skoos, gain 2 life. Could just play another Vorapede. Kind of like getting Skoos here, though. Could also go get Geralf's Messenger and try and kill. But I think we lose that way if they have any kind of like response. Just gonna go for Skoos. And we'll pass the turn. Start gaining life with Scavenging Ooze in response to a thing they do. We don't necessarily need to activate Scavenging Ooze unless we're about to die. Ooh, land untapped. So I think worst case would be if they had Boros Charm Double Bolt, which is 10 damage, and we can gain 2. So we would go down to 1, and we would still have good blockers, Yawgmoth and Borapede. The real shame is we can't sacrifice Wall of Roots and get mana from it, but I don't think we could even do that in paper. Alright. Any attacks? Okay. Go to blocks. Block like this. Lightning Bolt going at the Vorapede. Sure, sure. You got it. Yeah, this is all fine by me. If you strike me down, I'll come back stronger than before. Alright, so we're against Burn, so bring in Knight of Autumn, bring in Scavenging Ooze. I think I generally bring in an Endurance or two as well, just to have a few blockers. Actually, no, I want to keep the Voripedes. Take out some Eldritch Evolution. I don't think we want Hapatra in this matchup. Take out Messenger, bring the call back. We can get extra Knights of Autumns. Alright, so yeah, last time we were playing against Burn, the Chord of Callings came in handy, came in clutch. Opponent would have like 2 Eidolons on the board, so Chord of Calling was almost the only thing that we could cast without taking 4. No, no, I don't like this one. The Dryad Arbor really tears it for me. No, not keeping this one either. Going down to 5 here. Ouch. I think we have to keep this one. Alright, so we're obviously keeping Cradle, Innkeeper, Wall of Roots. I think we just get rid of the Yawgmoths in this one. Alright, fingers crossed. Hierarch survives and we draw land. But they probably just have Searing Blaze here. Yup. And if we miss land off the top here, this is probably going to a game 3. Wow, that sucks. How much damage are we taking here? A lot. No, not nearly as much as it could have been. I think if they play Eidolon here, I'm just going to scoop. Yeah. So, we got a lot riding on this next game, actually. We're 0-2 in the league, heading into game 3 of match 3. So, there is potential that this is actually the last game of the stream. If we lose this one, that's an 0-3 drop. But if we end up winning this game, we're going to be playing out the whole league, so we'll see if we can go for the 3-2 the hard way. Wow, viewership plummeted a little bit. What happened? It's not 11 yet, so Spike didn't start streaming. No, regardless, thanks everybody for sticking around for the leagues today, for the Yawgmoth, Yorion good times. Having a rough time of this league, but that's magic sometimes, friends. I will say that this deck, it's interesting, it's fun to be able to play Yawgmoth with a different deck list like this, like so expanded, 80 cards. We definitely got to play, some really interesting cards that we wouldn't be able to play otherwise. Always happy to watch someone play Yawgmoth. All right, well, I'm your man. Uh, I mean, twice a month, anyways. Here we go. We're on the play versus burn. Let's see what we can do. We got another crap hand, so let's mulligan. Now, this one's keepable. Young Wolf into Wall of Roots Young Wolf. Pretty strong start, actually. And they're going to start with a Rift Bolt. No creature turn 1. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Alright, Mercy, let's start the Spirit Bomb. Take everyone's energy from chat. Got a pretty solid start, though. Regardless of whatever happens, we got a pretty solid start. We're going to be able to play Yawgmoth here. Don't have to worry about pain from the Eidolon. Oh, but the Innkeeper... I don't think we can play both, though. Oh, the Innkeeper would be so good. Basically wins us the game if we could play Innkeeper and Yawgmoth. Alright, I'm just going to play Yawgmoth this turn, and we'll try and like win the game with Innkeeper next turn. Not going to start the combo at all here. It's a life lost for every card that we draw. I'm just going to try and wait, see if we can get this Innkeeper thing to go. Like, if they tap out here, we just win. No attacks. Okay, so they're leaving all their mana untapped. Opponent's smart. You don't tap out versus Yawgmoth, double undying creature. What do we get on top? Another young wolf would be sweet. Yavimaya. Whatever. Innkeeper. And again, we're just going to pass here. If I start the combo, opponent is able to use one card to interact with me. But if I wait, they're going to need two cards. Because the first card that they try to use to interact with me, I'll start the combo. Then they need another card to continue to interact. I'm not in any rush here. Still have 15 life. Actually, maybe putting Yorion in hand was the thing we were supposed to do there. Could have ticked down Wall of Roots, 1-2, Yorion in hand. And then once we play Yorion, we have a big thing that can attack in the air. Okay, so they're looking to start the show. Maybe not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, they're going for it. Let the Eidolon trigger resolve. I'm going to put the stack up here so I can get a better view of what's going on. Target Eidolon, sacrifice young wolf. They really start the party with only 1 point of interaction? If so, I think we just win. Target, sack. So it looks like they do have another point of interaction here. They're just choosing what to hit. They go for the Young Wolf. Wrong target. You wanted to hit the Prosperous Innkeeper here. So we're going to make a mana with Wall of Roots and reset the Young Wolf. What's going on here? And we're even still on my main step. Another mistake. Okay, so this has been reset, so we might as well kill the Eidolon with it. And a lightning bolt on the Innkeeper. Okay. Now that's a lot of life that we saved there. No target. Sacrifice that to draw a card. Okay, let's start letting this stuff resolve. So this one here is going to fizzle. And I think at this point we let the Path to Exile go off. Because we can't continue the combo at this point, so let's just keep a pair of 2/2s. Yeah, I'll go get a land. We don't have any more land drops, but we do have a mana floating, so let's just go ahead and play Ignoble. Actually, let's play Bird of Paradise, then we have double white for Yorion. Could crack the treasure there for the additional bird. That would probably have been better. Oh, good job, opponent. You kept from dying. That was a pretty risky situation you had yourself in there. You might actually be able to come back from it, actually. Alright, I like them tapping out here. It means that if I wanted to... Oh, okay, no, I was thinking I was going to double block, but now I'm just going to block with birds. Or maybe I block with the wolf so I can still just cast the Yorion. Having a 4/5 seems like a good idea. One, two, three, four, five. So I have 2 mana. Can play Ignoble Bird of Paradise. Thanks for the follow, friend. And we'll blink the bird so that it's untapped. Next turn, we get to call for a, what's the name? Night of Autumn? Or maybe a Scooze. Scooze would probably be better. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Scooze is slightly better. Gains like 1 more life. And that is also just a bigger creature to win the game with. I don't think there's any way to just straight up win, to reduce their life total to 0. So I kind of feel like actually, probably Evolution for the card is even better. It costs one fewer mana. We get one more creature in the graveyard to gain life with. Alright, attack for 5, your go. Feel like we've got this one locked up. But I've said that before. Opponent is not the one to give up easy. Not sure what they could have that would make a difference at this point. Okay. We managed to get there versus Burn. Yep. That's a keeper. I think we're going to go for Temple Garden here because we have the Twilight Mire. Giver of Runes. Mem Knight. Looks like Hammer Time. This version of the deck has a slightly worse matchup versus Hammer Time. Kind of feeling like Grist is our go-to here. Okay, Hollowed Fountain. Most Hammer Time decks are moving towards Azorius. You get some light counter magic, and then you can also potentially get Reality Chip. Alright, so we got 4 mana here. I guess Innkeeper, Geist, and then we can start looking for Yawg. Let's just check our math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're off of Yogg by 1. Alright, let's just hope we don't die. Gonna be bad enough with them having Kaldra on the other side, but Kaldra is something we could potentially take care of. Like if we get Hapatra, for example. Did I miss life off of the insect again? I really gotta work on my sequencing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the ratios end up. You know, like we have 4 extra tutors, we have a bunch of extra, what's the name? Undying creatures. Steel Shaper's Gift, go get Hammer. Attack with creature with Hammer. But we do have Innkeeper and Geist. It's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. I guess we got the Grist to kill the Memnite. Oh, and they are going to give it protection. Who is it attacking? Is it attacking us or attacking Grist? It's attacking Grist. Okay. All right, what do we get? Another call. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We call. That goes down to 7. So we could go get a Young Wolf. So we can go get Young Wolf and then just look for another Chord of Calling for the win. And as long as we don't draw both, and we might not have enough things untapped. We would have 1 plus Young Wolf plus Yogg. So yeah, we wouldn't even have enough things untapped. Tough situation. We can kill this though, and then we have a blocker for this. Let me just make sure we have enough. So this here, call, Young Wolf, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Young Wolves, 7 treasure. So we can go get Yogg. If only we could do this with Hapatra. If we could get a Hapatra out right now, we would be doing so well. I mean, we would win if we could get Hapatra right now. We just can't do it. I guess we could get Knight of Autumn, kill the hammer. They also just have Kaldra. So next turn they could Stoneforge, put the Kaldra on the Memnite. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought originally. Maybe I have to go get the Grist? Oh man, I don't know. We gotta kill all their critters. Oh, we got another land. They concede. Okay. That was a little bit early. I don't think we quite had the kill here. Although we might have been able to put the kill together. I don't know, because we get one land and then we have Chord of Calling, X is 1, and that still doesn't get us what we need for the kill. But yeah, we got there. Alright, so we're playing against Hammer Time, right? We want Outland Liberator, Collector Ouphe, Phyrexian Revoker is playable, Mindcensor is playable, Knight of Autumn for sure, Endurance is playable because it gives us reach. Alright, so probably don't need 3 Endurance. What do we... I don't think we need the Scoos. Uh, don't have a lot of time here. Get rid of these. Alright. Bad lands. I think I'm going to mulligan this one. We get a much better hand on the second try. What do we get rid of here? I think either Endurance or land. Stoneforge Mystic. What are you going to get with that? Colossus Hammer. Plays Giver of Runes. Okay. What are we going to do? Probably just Strangleroot Geist Yawgmoth, right? Nice smack for 3 damage. But opponent could be punching us back pretty hard here. Let's see what they got. Sigarda's Aid. So I think they just attack with both creatures here. And then put hammer on whatever I don't block. That feels like the best line. Alright, well, I mean, this is guaranteed damage. I don't know that we can win this. It's just too much going on here. Urza's Saga goes and gets them another hammer. So we need to be able to destroy 2 artifacts. We have Boseiju, which destroys 1. But we don't have a legendary creature, so we need 5 mana. We only have 4. I guess we could... Okay, so we can Eldritch Evolution, the Strangleroot Geist, go get Yawgmoth, and then we have Boseiju to destroy a Colossus Hammer. And then maybe we can, like, use the Yawgmoth to try and respawn to something. I think it's our best chance. Target, sack. Target, sack. There are definitely some ways we can just win here. Like if we draw a Chord of Calling, we just win. Target, sack. Get the stack back down here. Start yielding to these things. Target, sack. Wall of Roots is interesting. Target, sack. Target, sack. Yeah, we did it, chat. We did it. Oh, hold on a second. We don't have enough mana. I thought we still had a land drop because this was highlighted. We don't actually have enough mana to win right now. Yikes. Yikers. We might have just screwed ourselves. We can kill this, go to 1. And then block this. And if they go get Spear, we can kill the Spear. Such a difficult situation. So how are we supposed to work this? Sacrifice the young wolf, kill the Giver of Ruins, go to 1, And then on their turn, if they try to put a spear on the Stoneforge Mystic, we kill the spear. And we're going to have to block with the Ignoble Hierarch and then kill the spear. Oh, it's so tough, so tough. Get rid of Verdant Catacombs, we can't use it. Get rid of Hierarch and get rid of, I guess, Forest. Yeah, we'll get rid of Forest. We already have Yavimaya. Okay, so they do get the spear. That's what I thought they were going to do. Yeah, that happens. Another Mystic. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. So if they have blacksmith's skill, we lose. If they have what else? I think that's the big one. And nothing we can do about that. So then on our turn, we can play Urborg, Chord of Calling. Probably just have to go get, what do we need? Such a difficult situation. We're going to have to think about it when we get to our turn. So much to think about. Okay, so, go to blocks. Okay. Green, Boseiju, the Shadow Spear. Oh! Damn! Triple damn, we had the win. Smashbot Melee, good looking out there. Yeah, that was actually the win that we missed. Oh, just attacking with the one. We'll target ourselves. Get Boseiju back into the deck. Block. Just trying to think about what's really scary in their list right now. So I could potentially name something with Revoker. I think we're probably just going to go Endurance, Chord of Calling. I really have to go get Innkeeper, though, because I need life. I can't do anything with Yawgmoth from 1 life. Could also potentially Chord of Calling for a knight and just kill the Colossus Hammer. Lots of choices. What a game. Just 1 attack again. All right. Let's start with Endurance. Again, we'll target ourselves, get that other Endurance back in the list. Maybe we should have just been getting Grist. Yorion's looking pretty good, too. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So we could actually Yorion? That would gain us a bunch of life, wouldn't it? I have not played versus Infect lately. Not in quite some time. Although, you know, like, Hammer Time is basically Infect, right? Oh, sir, we gotta put all these onto the stack manually? Oh, I guess it's because if I had put the treasure thing on the stack first, they all would have gone onto the thing. It's just because it all had the same art, so it's like, oh, they're all the same trigger? No, it's not the way it works. Opponent put the GGs up in chat. All right, good games. Played it a little while ago in a Sakdos list. Obnixilis, Rakdos. Okay, so opponent is sticking at 6. Basic Forest, Young Wolf, let's go. Not too sure what I want to get with my Wooded Foothills yet. Are we playing against Burn again? That would be, if that's true, this would be our 3rd Burn matchup today out of 10 matches. Yawgmoth off the top. Okay, so we're definitely getting black mana with this. Might as well play the Wall of Roots then. And I think we play, yeah, we do the Wooded Foothills now in case we draw a black source for next turn and can play Yawgmoth. Oh, Spire Bluff. Okay, so this is not classic Burn. What is this? Oh, this is just Dredge. I totally misread the situation. Just completely misread the situation. Alright, so we can go get Yawgmoth now. But if we do that, they get to Ox next turn. That sucks. Oh well. We're also just taking a ton of damage here from our lands. Play Yawg. Attack for 1. Might as well draw a card. Innkeeper's pretty good, actually. We have a setup for the win next turn, depending on how they do. Don't want F6, actually. We do potentially have things that we might want to do here. The Conflagrate in the graveyard is so brutal. That was such a good dredge. The Conflagrate, oh my god. That just completely wrecks us. They go for the Ox, though. Okay, we still have a chance. Ox is an incredible card, though, so who knows what's going to come out of this. They discard their hand, start dredging, and hit a Creeping Chill. I think we just won the game. If they had gone for the Conflagrate, they could have just killed our board, right? I mean, the important stuff anyways. Yawgmoth, Young Wolf, gone. All this stuff comes back, I don't care. I think I should be able to hit 6 here, just to skip all this stuff. Okay, so let's think about this. Play land, Prosperous Innkeeper, tap, Strangleroot Geist, start the combo, and then we should just be able to draw into whatever we need. All right, here we go. Target, sack. And they scoop. Thank you very much for
conceding on time there. Basically, with the board that we had at that moment, and with the opponent being tapped out, that was a guaranteed win. We had enough creatures to be able to Chord of Calling, and we had enough untapped mana so that even if we drew Blood Artist Cutthroat before we drew Chord of Calling, we could just cast them out of our hand. All right. So we're playing against Dredge. We bring in Skoos, bring in Endurance. And that's probably it. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. What does the Ox do again? Okay, so this would stop the Ox, and it would stop the Amalgams. It might be worth it, just depending on what else we're taking out. If we have room for it, maybe we'll play it. Hapatra's fine. Grist doesn't feel very good here. Feels like a bad card in this matchup. So we could go like that. Not a fan of this one. We don't have any of our sideboard cards, no search. We can't cast Messenger. I mean, like, Ignoble Hierarch into double Wall of Roots is great, sure, but what are we doing after that? This one's way better. Able to turn 2 Scavenging Ooze. We can hold up Endurance. Sounds great. Might even just want to turn 2 Endurance. We'll see what they do and then decide what our move is going to be. Wow. That was so dangerous. We are so lucky they didn't just throw 2 prized amalgams onto the battlefield. They don't have anything to dredge currently, so I think we just wait on the Endurance. Like, I'm not going to cast it during my main step, is what I mean. And then when they do the thing this turn and the triggers go on the stack, then we'll cast the Endurance. Leyline of Sanctity, Blackcleave Cliffs, and nothing. Do more stuff, do more stuff. Flashback the Gaze. Do it. Cathartic Reunion. Okay. We'll wait for the stuff to go, like the triggers and all that to go on the stack, then we'll hit him with Endurance and they'll cry. Oh, wow, they still had nothing. I mean, that's still just a huge graveyard for us to get rid of, though, so this feels like the moment to Endurance. Get a clock on the board, get rid of all their hard work. And then we can play Skoos. Should be starting to feel kind of hopeless for the opponent. Oh, Conflagrate, sure. That's actually pretty good. It's going to let them get rid of the Skoos here and empty their hand. Probably kill the Hierarch as well with this. But we're also going to be able to pick out like 2 really good cards out of their graveyard. Oh, they're only going for 3? I can save my Skoos this way. Why would you do it like that? Opponent. Opponent just put Shame Scoop in the chat. That was a mistake on their part. They didn't mean to do that, or if they did, they just forgot what was going on. Yeah, unfortunate move, but fortunate for us because we're gonna get the 3-2 the hard way, and we're gonna get a pair of positive leagues with Yawgmoth Yorion. All right, friends. So this is the list that we were playing to get today. Yawgmoth Yorion, and really pretty excited. Just even to play the list. Most of you know how much I love the Yawgmoth combo deck. So, designing and then getting positive leagues with this deck was definitely a positive experience. I enjoyed it very much. One of the changes that I made, the extra Temple Garden really, really helped to get that Yorion onto the battlefield when we only had one fetchable land that was producing white mana. There were a lot of instances where Yorion was just stuck, right? We could put it into our hand, but we weren't able to play it. I had put too much confidence in the Innkeeper and the Bird of Paradise. So, yeah, Temple Garden, definitely the right choice there. Actually, the Vorapede was really cool. Surprised me a little bit about how good this was. You know, like 5 mana is a lot, but this thing just tears up the battlefield, right? 5/4, Vigilance, Trample, Undying, 3 very relevant abilities, and then it's also a combo piece, so that was really great. I loved playing with a Prosperous Innkeeper again, actually. Having access to that life gain to be able to just, like, combo ad nauseum, you know, like I don't have to worry about how many cards I'm drawing. I'm gaining life every time, so I can draw my deck and get the win guaranteed. Definitely like that. Having the space again in the deck to be able to play around and experiment was really nice. And also, you know, like I got to play more Geralf's Messengers. I got to play the full 4 Grist. And then there's also the White Splash. Knight of Autumn was definitely a really big card in these leagues, being able to gain the life versus burn. So definitely loved having access to Knight of Autumn. The other cards, the other white cards, we didn't get too much use out of them, but it was also, again, a nice experience to return to the Silver Bullet sideboard, which is something that I used to play in the early days, you know, once upon a time.